Okay then everybody, this is your transformation process for your Commander class long haul and hook figures. Just a reminder, it's only the transformation process to get him to combine mode. I'm still going through all the comments and questions on the unboxing video, and this is the most requested. So this video is just going to focus exactly on that. And again, rest assured guys, the other transformation process I've already uploaded. And of course, you've probably already seen I've done some comparisons and the review is coming as well. But as I say, I'm going through everybody's comments, and this is, I suppose, the way that we're going to do it. So in fact, if I move long haul out of the way completely, and if we start with hook, now there's loads of similarities with this and the generation 1 toy, and of course there is a couple of similarities with some Combiner Wars ones as well. Once again, I need to thank Indemand and Hasbro Toys for the opportunity to do this, and I've already done this once, so let's hope I can get it in sort of one take. So I'm going to lift the hook up out of the way. We're going to separate these, which is tabbed into the bottom there, and then we're going to take the feet. These are also tabbed in via that tab on the bottom there. Now hold onto the front of the vehicle and give it a little shunt forward, and you can see that that will do exactly that, bring that out, which is of course going to be his head. Let's tuck these, they're the hands, we're going to tuck them out of the way. You're then going to take this part, the back part of the vehicle, lift this up and move it that way, so you can see it can go from side to side as well as backwards and forwards with this. Take it to the side like so, and then now what we're going to do, this is where again very cleverly you can see, similar to G1 etc, is going to come around here and it's going to tab into position like so. Keep that over there like that, and then now what we can do is we can bring these down. The fists are going to bring completely down, and you'll see why in a second, and the toes as well. These will just rest onto there. I'm going to turn this part down. This is the head. You can see it's going to tab into the back over the tops of these parts here like so. Little bit of pressure maybe, and then spin the head around, and then what you're going to do is lift this part actually up, so you can see this tucks right inside. There's quite a lot of articulation. Somebody's asked that already, what's the articulation like on the head? You can lift it up, you can spin it around etc, and it does come together really well. Right, let me just set this down a second. That's it, and I need to just adjust this up and bring that in there. This is the one arm, I suppose, connector, shall we say. There we go. So that's where it would connect if you've got one of the arms, and then this of course would lift up and be the other connector for the other side. Just make sure everything lines up. Once again, these, as I say, aren't necessarily exactly as they would be when you get them in hand. That's there, that's there. That's pretty much the top part ready done. Let me move this out of the way for now. We're going to turn our attention to long haul and the truck bed. Now the truck bed's the easiest, to be honest. We're going to take this off. These are going to be the hands, and of course I suppose the wrists. Oh, that's come off already. This was held in via that port there, which you can see, and this, as I say, is nice and simple. So what we're looking to do is take this off as well. In fact, I can show you this. We can build these up. This is going to be the front chest piece like so. So turn this around. That's going to fit. Have I just gone past it? Oh, there it is. Just fits in normally over the top like that. And then what we're looking to do, these two will both fold down and tab together, and then what we're going to do is lift this part up all the way up like so, and then we're going to collapse this bit over onto itself. In fact, what you're looking at is if I bring these down, these are tabbed into here. This is the actual hip skirts right there, you can see. So if we lift this here, there we go, that's going to be the hip skirts for the legs, and this is where you're going to join the other ones, which I will show you on this video. This is now going to fold back over on itself, tab into there like so, and move this back. So I'm going to leave that like that for now. You can see where you're going to slot the legs etc in, which of course are the other bots. So that is that part. I'm going to move that over there. So on to long haul, which in honesty is probably the most intricate. So what do we need to do is, if we take the back part first and foremost, to bring this back, it's tabbed in ever so slightly, which by them 2 green tabs there. At the same time, now you can separate the arm tabs from that purple bit there, bring these right out of the way. But while you've got this leg part back, these hip parts here, what you're going to do, you're going to bring these down and then fold this back up over on itself like so. you've now got 2 tab slots there, which we're going to take the roof of the vehicle, we're going to bring that down, clip that into position like so, and there's one more little bit to do, and to be fair, this is probably the hardest bit. So we're going to bring this right out on this hinge, and then what you've got to do, you've got to manipulate this around that this tab fits in to the side of, oh, let's spin the wheel around, into that cutout right on the inside there. Can you see where I'm trying to get it? Hopefully you can, because it's right here. And what happens usually is I end up knocking bits off and stuff. Right, I'm going to keep that bit there. I'm going to rotate this around and stand that up. This should now give us more range of motion. So if I come on the underside now, you can see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get this part here for you in there. There you go. Hopefully you saw that there. So if we look on the underside, there is a hole there and a tab there, and this is all again really clever because it does hold everything together really well. So let's bring this up, rotate the bicep forearm out of the way, etc., and I'm trying to do this reaching around the camera to show you what I'm doing. It's going to tab into there you go. So if I spin around now, you can see exactly what we've got. So the wheels have come out, they were tabbed into that purple tab on the inside there, but they are now tabbed onto the outside. So I'm pretty sure you can guess already, this is now all going to piece together really quite incredibly well, to be honest. So we've got this part from earlier, and that, as I say, everything there is ready to go. This is where we're going to join in, and I might have to adjust the camera in a second. This is just going to slot into position over the top of there like so, and you can see everything fits around there really well. So we've got the start of the torso. Let me bring this up so you can see what we're doing, and it's pretty obvious, I'm sure you can guess, but here comes of course hook. Let's bring that down. I just need to see why that hasn't. That's better. Just needed a bit more brute force pushing it forward. We've opened up them. The last thing to do is to open up this on the chest, and as I say, this very cleverly now, this is going to tab in, something's going to tab in there, and this is going to tab into the top. So you can see there, we're going to tilt it up, we're going to line everything up. You can see underneath there, super clever. There's the back tab going in, there's that tab going in here, and then this is going to tab onto there like so. And that is pretty much how it's all going to go for now. Of course, we've built up this. So here we go. You've got them 2 tabs, which are going to fit into this slot there. And then these 2 clips either side are going to fit around the front and tab into there on long hauls. So if I push that in there. Now, again, I want to get across to people with this, that this is so like really robust, really chunky, really hefty is a good word. Somebody put that in the comments. It is hefty. There is this on the back. I cannot deny this. I cannot, of course, hide it or disguise it, nor am I going to try to. I'm going to show you exactly what is here. This is the back. So I think, again, of course, if you wanted to, you could then tab this, by the looks of it, into, of course, how it was dragged along. If you wanted to, it's up to you, or you can just keep this folded there. And it's sort of, it is a backpack, that is how it is going to look. But of course, as I say, once you've connected the arms and the legs to it, I'm sure it'll be much better. Very quickly, I want to show you whilst I've still got them here. And as I do say, guys, there's a lot more detail coming up in the reviews. So these are the hands as well. These will fold around. That tab there fits in the back. And of course, you've got the open and close hands. Very similar to Combiner Wars with that. But that is how you combine and transform, ready for combination, your long haul and hook figures. Very clever. And again, this is, I mean, look, there you go. I am really shaking that around. It is super held together, very robust. That's the biggest thing that I want to get across in this. Like I said, I've got the Combiner Wars. I like the Combiner Wars ones, but it's very flimsy compared to this. So that's something I wanted to get across. Stay tuned for the review. In fact, you've still got a couple of hours before I get the full review done. So any more comments, any more things that you specifically want to see, do let me know. That is the point of these reviews. That's why I'm going through all the comments and all the questions to hopefully get the exact things that you want to see in the review. But there you go. That is how you combine up the 2, I suppose, Commander class figures, as they're known, combined together to make Devastator.